Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiana at Storyhouse Books as usual. So it is Let's Make Stuff Friday, and before we get started, I wanted to go ahead and apologize for last weekend. I didn't put up any videos at all, and I obviously didn't do the live stream either. I had quite a few personal things going on top of my second job, and lack of sleep, and just I just couldn't do it. I was just exhausted. But the good news is I think I figured out a schedule to where I can do it as long as I stick to the schedule. And like I said, we're starting with this weekend. So it is November 14th. Let's Make Stuff Friday. And what are we making? Before we get started with that, I'm going to do a few shout outs here. So let's start with shout outs to Ms. Shortcake 247, Julie, Elsie, Joanne, Carmageddon, Leanne, Penny, Judy, Michelle, Cynthia, Elke, or Elk. I'm sorry, I pronounced it wrong. I'm so sorry. Jill, Living Dead Mel, Emily, and Holly. Thank you guys for your comments and participating and giving me your feedback and telling me your requests and all your kind words. I love you guys so much. It's my favorite thing is to read those comments and interact with you guys. So keep the comments coming, keep the requests coming, and feedback. Well, I want to hear from you guys. Okay? All right, so getting back to what we're making tonight. Well, we're making trifold tags. Now, what is that? Well, here's some prototypes. Now, I'm not taking credit for these. I'm sure somebody else has done it, but I haven't seen a video on it. So if you have, let me know or link it and share it with me, and I will definitely put that link in my description to give that artist credit, okay? But like I said, trifold tags gives you a lot of extra journaling space, right? This is one without pockets, so trifold, 1, 2, 3, right? And it gives you, not including the cover, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels to journal on or decorate or whatever. It's held closed with these two labels here, one there and one there. Yeah, easy peasy, quick and easy, right? That's without pockets. Here's one with pockets, same as that base, but on the inside we have a pocket here on this panel, and on the back we have a pocket right there. Now you can put more pockets on it if you like. It's not up to you, personal preference, but I just did 2. Okay, and again held closed with these little labels. Right? Easy peasy. Okay? So hopefully we'll be able to do at least one of each style. I've hopefully we'll be able to do more and decorate. So I already cut my strips, but here are the measurements for the tag without pockets. Right? So you're going to cut one strip at 10.5 inches by 3. Yeah? 10.5 by 3. Easy peasy. I'm using just cardstock. A kraft cardstock that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then you have the second strip, which is going to be 5 inches by 3. Okay, so 10.5 by 3, 5 by 3. All right, here are the measurements for that. Okay, write that down. And moving on. Let me show you some examples of the ones that I did make when I unsuccessfully filmed this on Halloween night. So these are all without pockets. These are so cool. I love these. It came out so cool. I hate that you guys didn't get to see me make these. These are the 4 that I made that night. This is the one we've done with this frog stamp set that I just got this year. But we did some stenciling, some stamping, of course, and stamp labels here. Right? Pretty cool. There's one. Here's another one I did with some stenciling and stamping, of course. And then some texture paste from Tim Holtz in the crypt. You guys can see that. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. And some new stamp sets that I got. This webbing from Tim Holtz. That I love this webbing stamp. It's just so friggin' cool. And again, held closed with labels. Here's one where I use some distressed mica spray. Yeah. And stamping and stenciling. Again with the webbing. Can you tell I like it? I'm in love with this stamp set. And here's what we did on black cardstock with the Lost Shadow Distress Oxide. And we did some stamping, some stenciling, and then I also used the Mold Cider Distress Mica Spray Stain. For this, it doesn't translate as well on camera, but in real life it's really red, and it looks really, really cool. I don't know if you guys can see that, but trust me, it's really cool. And again, the panels and we held closed with just a simple label. Yeah? So those are the ones that I made that night, and we're going to make some tonight in style of like vintage shipping labels. So I grabbed some of my tags that I've done in that style as inspiration. So we're going to do a tag kind of like, these, right? Just using some stamps. Okie dokie. I'm going to put these over to the side because it's inspiration for me. And all right, let's go ahead and get started. So the first step is we're going to get our scoreboard out. We're going to make some scores on both of these pieces. All right, so take your 10.5 piece or 10.5 inch long piece, and we're going to score at 5 inches. Okay. The 5-inch piece, we're just going to score it at 1/2 inch. And that's it for the scoring board. Okay, now go ahead and you can go ahead and fold at your score lines here and here. Make sure these line up right and straight. Here we go. Okay, you have 2 pieces like this, right? Now we're going to take this short piece and we're going to glue it to the longer piece. Now you notice when we scored it at 5, there's a shorter piece and a long piece here. When I fold it over, see one's longer than the other one. The shorter one is the cover of your tag, the front panel, okay? And that's the one that'll go into the label, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to glue this to the bottom of the longer of the 2 halves here of the 10.5 inch strip. Now you can glue it to the front here or to the back. It's up to you. I'm going to glue it to the back. Just a personal preference. And I'm going to use art glitter glue because we're doing paper on paper. And I'm just going to use a small bead on here all the way around. Yeah? Then I'm going to take the longer section of my 10.5 piece, right? This is the longer one. And I'm going to just lay that on top of here and push it all the way up to the score marker of the fold, but not on it or beyond it. We don't want to impede with the folding, yeah? This part. Just get it straight up to the line, up to the score mark, or up to the fold. Not on it or past it. Yep, not too close. Back up here. There we go. I think that's it. No, I think I'm still on it. Still too close. There we go. And there we go. I'll take my bone folder and just spread the glue out here and give it a nice smush, right? And there is the base of your trifold tag, right? And that's it. Easy peasy. Done. Well, not done, but there's your base. Okay? All right, next step is we're going to go ahead and round our corners. So I've got my 2 corner punches here. One for the top is for the tag, of course. Okay. And then I'm also going to round the ends. Again, this is not required. This part is up to you. I find it's easier to put tags into pockets when they've got rounded ends. But again, up to you. Not required. Okay, put those to the side for a moment. All right, then we're going to punch our hole in the top here of our tag, and I'm going to use my crocodile for that. And we are going to use some reinforcers that I punched out with a die. We'll use, oops, flying everywhere. I'm going to use red since we're doing shipping labels. Where are you? I'm going to use 2 of these with a little tab on it, and then I guess I'll use tabs for all the holes, because I'm going to put, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. There's multiple places to put the reinforcers. I think we need 4, if I remember correctly. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and fold it up. You know, the short piece goes up, cover goes down, like so. Then we're going to punch a hole in the top here. Actually, let me glue this down first so I have my holes lined up. Don't want them to be off center, then that will look stupid. It'll look stupid. Alright. Now this part is not required. You do not have to use the reinforcers. You do not have to use this particular die cut. You can have just plain round ones. Just use eyelets. Whatever you want to do. Personal preference. Again. Whatever you want to do. Up to you. You do what you want. I ain't your mama. Okay. Now we're going to punch a hole while it's folded up. Okay, just line this up here. Get it centered. As best we can, anyway. And there we go. Alrighty. Now I'm going to put reinforcers on the rest of these. Like so. And then we're going to add eyelets to it as well, I believe. I think I will. Haven't decided. I didn't do that on the last ones, on the others, but I might on these. Maybe. I don't know. I may change my mind 100 times. You never know. You guys that have been with me for a while, you know, I'm just... Sometimes I have a hard time making decisions. Okay. Is that another straight? Pretty close. Okay. And... Here we go. Line these up. Make sure that they're even. Straight-ish. Okie dokie. I think we're good there. Alright. Another straight. Pretty close. Okay. And then one on the back here as well. Again, I reiterate, you do not have to do this. This is just the way I am doing it. If you don't want to use reinforcers, don't. It's up to you. This is just the way I'm doing it. And if I can get this on here straight, it would be really cool. Okie dokie. There we go. Alright. Okie doke. Next step. Okie dokie dokie. Let me, should we put eyelets on here? So if I put eyelets on here, like this, the back of the eyelet will be on the inside, which is fine. I guess. But I might have to use my big bite. I don't think I can reach it with this crocodile. Nope, I can't. Okay. I gotta get my crocodile out. My big one, which I hate using because it's not user-friendly at all. Okay, let me see if I can line these up here. Alright, wish me luck. Oh, wow, I actually got it on there. I think. I feel a little bit tighter. Let's see if I get any tighter. There we go. Doesn't look too bad. What do you guys think? Yeah? I can live with that. Let's do the other one here. And see if I have just as much good luck with this one. I can do that one tighter still. Oh, goodness gracious. That thing is not easy to use. That's why it's always on the floor. Alright, so our eyelets are in. Yes? Okie dokie. This is what we have. Let's keep our area clean here. And this is what you have now, right? Okay, so next step is we're going to ink the edges. Again, not required. Up to you. I'm going to use Distress ink in Scorched Timber. Let's go around the edges here. And if you don't want to watch me ink, please fast forward. You won't hurt my feelings at all. Those of you who've been with me for a while know I usually don't stop. Unless it's something very repetitive. But yeah, I normally do not stop my videos. You guys watch the entire process from start to finish. So I'm also known for having very long videos sometimes because of that. But again, that's why there's a fast forward button. So please fast forward if you don't want to watch this part or listen to me talk. All right. Now, making sure I get all the edges on the inside and out. Now I'll probably go back over this again at the end after I'm finished stamping it and decorating it. Just gonna blend it some more, but just to go ahead and get started, I'm just gonna do this real quick to get the edges at least. Okay, then I'm gonna get this part here. Make sure there's no glue sticking out there. We'll check that in a second. Oh, no glue, we're good. Okay. Alright, that's good for now. Which way's out? There we go. This way, that way. Okay. Give it a nice smush one more time here. Okay. Now, let's do some stamping, yeah, shall we? Alrighty, so we're going to use these tags here as inspiration for our shipping label tag, trifold tag. And I've got my stamps out here. And let me get something to stamp on so I don't make a mess. Here we go. I can get a clean one. Something that's clean. There we go. We'll use this. Alright, here we go. That's the front there. So we basically do most of the decorating on the front panel here. And then, you know, just a little bit, maybe some texture, just a little bit of decorating on the inside because we want to be able to write on this, right? So, what do I mean by that? Well, for example, this one right here, we did most of the decorating on the cover here, right? On the inside, we just did the edges and the outsides, leaving enough room or empty space to journal in. See what I'm saying? Right? So most of our decorating will be on the front cover, which is this here. So what are we going to do? Let's see. So I'm going to be using Versafine Clair in Nocturne, Versafine Clair in Twilight, and also in Archival ink from Ranger, Red Geranium. Okay? Now, what stamps am I going to use? I don't know. Let's see. I brought over quite a few. So let me actually, I want to put these lines that you see here on there first. I think I'm going to do one like this. So these grid marks here, I've got a stamp for that I'm going to use. Grab that, if I can find it. Which one is it? Is it this one or is it that one? I think it's this one. I can't tell which one it is. Oh, shoot. I think it's this one. Is it? Yeah, it's this one. I think it's this one right here. Okay, I think it's this one. We'll go like that, right? Yeah, this is one. Like so, right? This is the one we're going to use. Okie dokie. Let's move this over here. And I'm going to ink that, or stamp that with the Nocturne. So peel this off here, and let me get an acrylic block. So it'll look like this on the front, right? Where's my blocks? Blocks. Okay. Alright, and I'm just going to ink this real quick. Making sure I get the ends of these lines, or the grid lines. And I'm going to stand up to do this so I can see this getting centered. Yeah, we're going to go this way with it. Alright, let's pray here, because it's not easy to stamp when you're filming, because I can't get right over it. The glare is here. So let's go all the way up to the top, I think. Try to center this. I think we're good. Right there. Let's press that down. And there we go. Actually came out pretty good, right? Sweet. Let me just wipe this stamp off really quick. Alrighty, and next, let's see here. am making a mess again. Shocker. Alright, let's put this away. I'm going to leave... Let me see here. It goes this way. Yeah, this way. That one there. And where is the other piece? It's all wet. Oh, whatever. Just stick it on there. Whatever, just stick it on there. Who cares? Well, I care. Alright, let's put this back in this where it belongs. Okay, next one we're going to use, I'm going to bring out some stamps that I got from Temu. And I think they're just the cheap version of Globland. I think it doesn't have a name, but looks like this. This one right here. Bring this big boy out. And I've got another one that we'll use probably as well that's in there. Alright, we're going to use this little edger here. And this will give us these lines right here. Yeah? Or this that design there. I think I'm going to do it. Let's see. Down here at the bottom. I think. Should we do it at the top? No, we'll just do it at the bottom. I don't want to go up the sides. I'll never go up the sides of the panels, but on the front we'll just do down here at the bottom. I guess. And down here. Yeah. Okay. So for this, I'm going to use the Versafine Clear Twilight and the Archival ink in Red Geranium. And let me just flip this over, straighten it out. Now this won't fit on this block all the way. A little piece will be sticking out. And then I just take my ink and then go over the stamp itself, and then just skip one. Make sure it doesn't have the ink on there. And do these in blue. Okay, keep going down here. I think that's enough. It's rolling going that far. And take the red geranium, and do the same thing to make the red part of the stamp. There we go. And that ought to do, I think. Let me go back over with the blue at that one right there. It looks like it didn't really do well there. And right here as well. And read this one as well, I think. Okay, that'll be enough there. And then we're just going to lay this down here, like so. See if I get this straight as well. Wish me luck. And down we go. That's pretty straight. There we go. Cool beans. Alright, let's wipe this one off. Alright, next we have what? What should we use? We're going to use, let's see here. Put this back where it belongs. If I can. Come on, here we go. And that one goes there. How about, we gotta put shipment on it there somewhere, right? What do I have here? I've got certified as well right there. At airmail, we've got inspected, letter, parcel, shipment, collect, right? Let's do that one. Let me see here. What did I have here? So in these, I put to and from. So let's do that. Yeah? We'll do to here, and then we'll do from down at the bottom, and we put some signatures in there, right? Okay, so where's my to and from? Here we go. There's to. Here's from. And then we'll do some more stuff. Give me a second here. Alright, let me grab a different block. We'll grab a small one here. And then we've got two. And we'll do this in black in the nocturne. We'll do that one. Let's see, right here. Yeah. 2. And then from, put that one right here. There we go. Alright, we'll find some signatures here. I mean, I've got some stamp sets that have signatures on them. I just gotta find them. I don't think I brought them over, of course. Why would I do that? Because that would have made sense. Okay, so what else are we gonna put on here? We're gonna put shipment collect on here. Maybe down here at the bottom. Oh, that's confidential. Duh. It may not fit. It might not be wide enough. Let me see here. Does it fit? That's a little parcel. I don't want either. I want to use shipment collect. Now I've got the Tim Holtz one that might fit, but I think this will be okay. Yep, I think we're good. Do I want to put it there or do I want to put it there? Dilemma. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to put it down here. No? Yeah. Down here at the bottom. Alright, let's see if I can block here. Will it fit on here? No. Nope, it won't. And we'll do this in blue. How about that? Okay. This is the Twilight that we're using. I'm going to put this right up against the edge of that blue and red band. Here we go. That'll work. Alright, what else? Let's do airmail. Just do a round one here. And we'll do that in blue as well. And then we'll do airmail there, I think. And then like a certified or something received, right? Let's do the airmail in blue as well. We need to put some red on here for sure. Right? Let's do airmail kind of like a stamp, so it's going to be kind of off center, right? So like here. There we go. Like that. Okay, what else? Let's do certified. We need a date on it as well, maybe. Let's do certified. Or received, something like that, right? See, registered, certified. Here we go. Or should it be received? Yeah, let's do certified. We'll do it right across the center, like that. Yeah? Like somebody stamped it. And we'll do that in red. Just like this. There we go. Okay, what else have we got here? Wish I didn't lose my stars. That sucks. How about this end up, maybe? Right here? No, that doesn't make sense. I didn't have room over there. Maybe put it on the inside. We'll get to that in a minute. Alright, let's do to and from. And then I think we can just do some little pieces here and there, right? So let's do... Oh, what else? Let's see, what else did I bring over? I brought over some more Tim Holtz, of course. Let's see, we've got it here. Let's see, how about package claim? No. File? No. This one says received. You do that. Do that in red as well. How about we do it right? I want to know here. There. Received. Then we've got what, handle with care. What do you think about that? Let's put the signatures on first before I get too carried away. Where's my top here? I need to put some names on here. I do. Let me see if I got any in here. I don't, of course. I'm gonna have to go grab another book. I think. Yep, I'm gonna have to grab another book, I think. Let's see here. Yep, let me go grab another book. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I went and grabbed a couple more stamp sets here. This was signatures from the past. I believe this is by Sam Poole, right? And I grabbed also from Crafted by Tony. This is the Adventurer. So it's got some numbers and some shipment stuff on here. I figured we could use some of those as well. But I grabbed this one for the signatures that are on it. So let's grab some of those real quick for the to and from. So I'll use this one first. Where did that block go? Duh. Oh, well. Let's put it away like I was supposed to. Let me clean this up a little bit. This is just getting out of control. All right, ready to go. There we go. Right here. And we'll do this in black. Or the Nocturne, rather. Okay, this is F.A. Whiteman, I believe. Whitman. We'll put that right underneath the two. This section right here. Perfect. That one came out pretty good. And then we'll do the from. Just grab another one, random one here. Oh, I don't know. How about this one? This is, who is this? This is, looks like R, I don't know, R.A. something. I have no idea. But it looks cool, so that's all that really matters, right? That it looks cool. Okay, I'll put that one right. I think I'll put that here, actually. And there we go. There we go. That came out pretty good. All right, what else do we have in here that we could use? Anything? I don't know. Let's see here. What do we got? Inspected, received, blah, 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 blah. I think we can be done with this one, I think. Yeah, we'll be done with this one. I'll put this away, because I want to use this other stamp set from Crafted by Tony. All right, what have we got in here? We've got, let's see, this looks really cool. I think I want to use these arrows or chevrons here. Then we've got some labels, boarding pass. Let me see here. What do you think? I don't know. Well, let's see what we got here. Let's just play with it and see. It doesn't really matter. We can do whatever we want, right? Santa Fe lines. Maybe use this for the inside. For sure. We need to put a number on it, right? It needs some sort of ID number. And let's do... Let's see what we got here. Shipment collect. Certified. Received. This is the number right here. Something big, though, right? So how about that one right there? I haven't used that one yet. Maybe we'll put that one, or this one here. Actually, I think it would be better. Would be better. Would be better. Yeah, then my light is blinking, too. Is that thing blinking? Sorry, you guys. I think my ring light is blinking over here. In 1 second, I'll be right back and see if I can fix this. I think that's better. Okay, we're going to use this number here. And we'll put it in black right there, right? Like right here. Should I do it here? Maybe right there in the middle, or right here? Because what else do I want to use? I don't know. I want to put something here in the middle, too. So let's do the number here. Yeah? Still debating doing it on the side, though. I think I might want to do it on the side. right here. Right there. Yeah, there we go. That works. That works for me. All right, next. What else have we got on here? We've got this here. We've got something needs to go in the center. So I think I wanted to do. I definitely want to use these arrows. Let me grab these here. Put it on here somewhere. Well, maybe not here. Something in the center. Something in the center. What have we got? Northern Airlines. Seat number. That's Santa Fe. Let's say Santa Fe lines. From Chicago to Santa Fe. I don't know, you guys. What should we put there? I don't know. I better make a decision quick, right? I can't keep you guys forever. No matter how much I want to. Just kidding, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's see, what do we got here? Where's my identification one? That's always a good one to use, right? Where is it? I don't see it. It's gotta be in here. There it is. Identification check. Put that right there. Put that in red. Yeah. Let's get this thing to stick here. There we go. Straight. Not quite. It's a little crooked. There we go. I think that's right. Okay, identification check. We'll do that in red. Red uranium. I love this red. This red, nice deep red without being too orange. I think that's straight. I hope that's straight. There we go. I can live with that. Then what else, you guys? Something in the center. What we put in the center? Something, something. What? But what? Check number, luggage, something like that. Maybe now. Destination could go there. Fidget widgets. Let me see here what we got in this big one here still. Postcard, let's see, how about we put, we already did airmail, we already did that. I don't know what to put there, you guys. It's gotta be something round, I think. I think. What do I have? Anything? Something's gotta go there. Something has to go there. I think I'm gonna put this there. That right there. This dude. Right there. Either this one or this guy. What do you guys think? Either this or this. And I'm kind of leaning towards, let me see what this looks like. Once it's stamped. Let's test it out, yeah? So we got this. Or this one. Come here, get off there. Or this. Let's see what this looks like. Compare the two. Or this. I'm leaning towards this one. Yeah, I think I will. Use that one. Okay. Just checking the time here. I want to get to that other one with the pockets tonight as well. So let's get a move on here, Tiana. Alright, we'll put this right here in the dead center. Get this on here straight. And there we go. I'm happy with that. And then we'll put another number there, right? What else have we got here? We've got identification check, blah, 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 blah. We could put New York here. That's got a destination on it. So let's do that. Put New York. Yeah? Yeah, we'll put New York. Okay. Where'd it go? There it is. New York. There we go. And we'll put that in black as well. Put that right. Oh, I don't know. Let's put it in the center. There. New York. And then we'll put another, like a number or something there, right? Let's see what we got here. And we'll put air letter on there as well. We'll do that in a blue or red. Make these things just stick. Sit still. Air. We'll do it in blue, or the twilight here. Okay. I'll do it right underneath New York here. Air. And then letter. Okay, they're sticky. To it, hopefully get it straight. Here, there we go. I can accept that. Okay, what else? Can we do anything else? I think I need something up here in the corner. So put these back here. Something round. How about, what is this? This is a New York one as well. Let's do that one. And we'll do this one up here. Yeah, there, right about. I don't know, but we'll do it in red as well. Another certified stamping, right? It reaches destination. So we'll do that one right. I think it needs to go right there. Up there. Yep. Here we go. Let's do some. What else we want to put on there? Let's do a little bit of. Some distressing on it, and I think we'll call that one done. So I'm gonna grab my speckle here, and we'll do. Let's see what sand dune looks like. This is versus fine clear sand dune. Yep, there we go. And we'll do some speckle here, right around here. Just random. Yep. Yeah, there we go. I'm happy with that. What do you guys think? Not bad. That'll work for the cover, right? Okay, next I'm going to look at the insides here. And I think what I'm going to do for the insides, I'm going to use these arrows and maybe this band again, and just do that on the sides. And then maybe just some lines or grid marks or something, right? I don't want to waste too much time on it because we have to get to the other tag that I want to make tonight. So let's do the arrows here, and we'll do that in we'll do blue and a red one. How about that? We'll do blue. So this is the cover, so we open it up to this one here. That's where we would write. Yeah. So let's get this straight first. It's crooked. Okay, it's still crooked. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's do something like this here. Yeah. And then we'll do one in another one in blue, and then we'll do one in red. Yeah? I think that'll look cool. Let's see. Let's see. Do another one right here. I'm gonna line this up so it looks like it's one piece. Oh, is that close enough? I think so. Right there. Yeah. Oh, that came good. Sweet. And let's do one right next to it in red, right? right here. We'll start a little bit higher so they're kind of staggered, right? There. And one again. Line these up. Yep. That'll work. I like that. That works. And then let's put like a word here real quick. Let's just put shipment. And we'll do that in black. Yeah, is that black? Hold on, I'm getting these backwards. I hope. I hope I'm not getting it backwards. Is that black? Yeah, that's black. I think. And we'll put shipment just up here in the corner. Yeah, I think that works. All right, the next one we'll do something very similar. Let's see, how about just to and from on this one, and then a signature line. Yeah, so let's do to and from, and we'll do these in black, or the nocturne. Yeah, we'll do a 2 here, and then the from at the bottom. And then I've got this one stamp that's like a signature line kind of deal here. This little dotted line here. I'll use that. Hopefully it gets on there straight. And we'll put some lines on it like this. Like that. And then underneath here. So line these up. Here we go. And I'll put another one here at the very bottom. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. All right. What next? How about we do it's a postcard or something like that. Let's do I don't know, something, but quickly. I need quick. Let's see. Let's do put these back before I lose them. First off, I'll do that. To and from, and let's do letter parcel. Yeah, right there. Okay, where is my bluff? We'll do this in blue. Okay. I'll do that right here. Get this on here straight, I hope. There we go. I think I got that straight. Straight enough. And it needs some red somewhere. How about, let's do the to and from the signatures. We can do that. We need to do that for sure. Or should we leave those blank? We have to have something in red on here. Something's got to be in red. Let's do via airmail in red. This one right here has a stamp on there, like this. Something like that. No, that doesn't work. Looks weird. It just looks weird. How about we do I don't know, you guys. I'm like at a loss for words at the moment, if that's possible. I need to do something. I need to figure this out quickly. How about do identification check over here on this side? Yeah. We'll do that in red. We'll see if I can do this quickly. Then we get a move on here. Identification check right there. Yeah, that's good. Do something circular real quick. We'll do received. And we'll do that in red as well. Which way is received? This way. Up here in the corner. And we'll do it right here. There. Alright, next. Alright, let's do another one down here. Let's do baggage check room maybe. Let's see. Got one here. So it goes like this, right? Up like that. Let's do baggage check room. Black at the bottom. This corner. Let's put a number there. Let's see. So number, will that fit? No, it's too big. I need a small one. Number 509, will that fit? No, that won't fit either. I need something, you guys. You know what we're doing? I'm gonna do this one. And if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Oh, I got smaller ones right here. What am I thinking? Let's do this one here. What do we got? That size. I think. Let's see what will fit. That will fit. I think. Here we go. I found one. This right here ought to fit there. I think. No, this. I think it's too big too. But we'll make it fit. It'll just be kind of on and off there. Yeah. Let's see what this looks like. Here. Yeah, it'll fit. We're gonna do like this. Somebody just stamped it. Uneven, right? Okay. Check back the show. And we need something else here. Let's do. Let's do where's destination. Destination. Do down the side. Destination. What else have we got here? I thought we had New York on here somewhere. Where'd it go? I need a bigger one. Destination. We'll do this one. The round one. We'll do this one in blue. Yeah? And we'll do red, actually. Destination. Here or there? Or there. I think we'll do it here. New York. And then let's do a received and then be done with this one. I'll do received over here. I'll do this in the twilight, the blue. Yeah, we'll do it across like so. Yeah, there we go. I think we're done here. Moving on. Let's see, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to do this side here. And for this one, I think we're going to use that design, this one here. Let's do that real quick. Right there. So let's flip this over. Try to get it straight as we can. And then just pick it up. Alright, let's see if we can get this down here fairly quickly. Yeah, maybe. And then we won't worry about the back panel. Okay. There's the blue, the red. My light's still blinking. Hope that's not bothering you guys too much. It's bothering the heck out of me, though. Okay, that'll be good, I think. I'll put that right here. So I'm going to do it this way so I don't get it on the other panel there. See if I get this straight. Here we go. And I think I'll put like something simple there, like a date or something, I don't know. Something simple to get us out of this thing. Come on, get on there. How about we just put those like this, and this. And just something there, right? How about this end up? That'll work. This end up. This out of the way. We'll put it like right here. Yeah, we'll do it in the blue. Right here. There we go. And we'll do something in the corner, and that should be enough for this one. How about, do you have a stamp or something on here? I would think so. I could have sworn there was a stamp on there somewhere. Fragile. How about postcard? Postcard will work. Let's do postcard. Let's fit on here. Yeah, okay. Postcard, and we'll do that in black. Yeah, black. And we'll do that right here at the top. Yeah. I'll do it on the corner, I think. Yep, we'll do it over here. Right here on the edge. Yep, right there. There. Alright, I'm good with that. Alright. That is good. We can always add more to it later. For this last one, I'm just going to leave the back blank. And we're going to do that. So that's what we got here. Yeah? Okay, so let's do some of the speckling and this will be done. Here, I'm just going to tap it there and there, a little bit there. Here, turn it around. Here. There. A little bit there. A little here, a little there. A little bit everywhere, yeah? There we go. And then finally, I'm going to do some more inking around the edges because I want it to be a little darker. Let's go along the edges like this. This took longer than expected, so we'll do the one with the pockets, and this will be a little bit longer video, okay? I do some blending here. Oops, that's okay. Careful with that. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Just gonna brace it a little bit better over here this time. Alright, a little up here on this part here. Okay, let's do more here. And then finally the cover, or the front panel as well. Okay. And then the edge is a little more. All right. And then the last part is we're going to put the labels on. Okay, so we'll pick some labels here. And then we'll put the jute twine on, and then that'll be it. Yeah? So let me put some of this stuff, get it out of the way. Labels. What did I do with labels? Did I even bring them? I did. Okay, here we go. All right, what have we got here? I'm going to do something just very simple labels, probably some blank ones. It's just whatever will fit at this point. Okay, let's see what we got here. There we go. How about this one? Not too big? It's too big. Let's see what we got here. Identification tag. No, will that work? See, I don't want it in the white. It needs to be the dark craft color brown. That's what I need to find. How about, let's see what we got. I bet you I grabbed the wrong box too. I bet you I did. I bet you I did. It looks like I did. Because I don't see any other craft labels in this box. Here we go. Here's some. I think these are all too big. Out. Come on, let's find something here. I've got so many labels, I've got to have something in this box that works. Sorry, you guys. I know this is taking forever. Alright, let me see what I've got in here. And this is would work, but I have to stamp it, so can't leave it blank. How about that? That'll work. Okay, let's do this one. And then I'm gonna cut the corners off here. Distress it, and then glue it on here. Alright, let's just do the edges real quick. And then we're just going to glue it halfway on so the other half will hold the ticket down, or the tag flap down, right? So we're going to put it right there. Grab my art glitter glue here and just put glue at the very bottom here. Just enough for it to attach. Come on. It's stuck. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, see if that unstuck it. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Just a little on the bottom there. You don't want to glue your tag shut, right? It's going to cover up some of the stuff that we stamped, but that's okay. Okay, just like that. I'm going to glue that, push that down here. Take this out, just in case there's a little bit of seepage right there. We don't want it to close or lock down. Now the second label here is kind of like not required. You can if you want to stabilize it, if you have like, more decoration, or if you have actual physical hardware or items on it. But one label is fine. One at the bottom. And you have that right there. And then I'm going to give that a quick little burnish again. Right. And there you go. I'm also going to put this dangle on here. This is one of my layered mini tags, or mini dangles. Right here. It's got 3 different layers to it that are all stamped. Yeah. And we're going to put this on here. Like this. Oh, how's it gonna go? I got this on backwards. Ugh, pain. I'll do it this way. That way, and then through here. Come on. If I get this up there. Come on. Is it gonna fit? Should fit. Fit on the other tag. Here we go. And there you go. There is, after all that, good lord. Here we go. Right? Here's our trifold. Right here. And this will open up. Actually, it's not opening up because of this pin. Okay, let's put just the twine. It worked on the other one. I'm not sure why it's not working on this one. But it should still open. It's probably because I got the eyelets in here and it's making it narrower in the hole there. So, we're not going to put the dangle on this one. Come on. Come on. There we go. We'll just use some jute twine there. Yeah? How about... Just, here we go. And we'll do like a normal thing we do for a tag. Right? So for this one, you don't want to do it normally. You're actually going to put it through here. Like this. Right? And then you're going to just tie a knot in the top here. Otherwise, it won't open. Right? So I'm going to just do this. Tie a knot in the top here. You know, maybe a couple inches from the top there. Like so. That way, it has enough room to actually open. Right? Yeah? This part here. So I'm going to close this up. Lock it down. And there you go. Yep. What do you guys think? Yeah? Here we go. Point 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you wanted to, there's also some more space on the back. Right? I think it looks pretty cool. I like it. Okay. Let's do one with the pockets and let's see how far we get. We're already at our hour. So we may just do the cover and then call it. Because like I said, I'm keeping you guys here way longer than I had expected. So we'll do this one with a little bit of stamping and some cluster work. What do you say? Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to pause it so I can tidy up a little bit, and then I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, and we're back. Okay, so this is the trifold tag with pockets, right? So fairly the same measurements. Got them right here for you. So we have the same measurement for the long strip, 10.5 by 3 inches. Then the 5 by 3 short panel there. Then for the pockets, we're only going to do 2. So you're going to cut one that's 3 by 3.5, right? And then one that's 3 by 2 inches. Okay. So once again, here are your measurements here for the 4 pieces: 10.5 by 3, 5 by 3, 3 by 3.5, and 3 by 2. Okay. All right. Got the measurements. All right. Let's go. Let's keep moving. Okay. So basically the same thing. We're just adding pockets this time. Okay. So of course, next step is we're going to score the 10.5 inch strip. We're going to score it at 5. Okay. And then the short strip at 1/2 inch. All right. And that is that. Okay, go ahead and make your folds. Make sure these line up here like so. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right. And then we will fold it this mark here for our flap. Okay. Then we are going to attach the 5 inch to the longer half of the 10.5 inch, right? The longer half to the back. Same exact process, but this time we're going to add some pockets to it, right? Now make sure you come up to the fold, but not on it or past it when you attach the two. Because you don't want to what? Impede on your folding this part up, right? So just get it straight on there. There we go. I think we're good there. Yep, we're good. Okay, let's give it a nice smooch. Put your bone folder there. And there you go. I'm going to get this glue seepage off of here real quick. And there we go. Okay. Alrighty. And there's our base, right? Next step is we're going to attach our pockets here in just 1 second. So we're going to do, this will be a cover. 1, 2, we're going to put a pocket here. And then we're going to put a pocket right here. Or actually put it back here, on the back. I'm sorry, yeah, we'll put it at the back. So this one will be the small pocket. And you can make it whatever size you'd like. It'll go right here. We're not going to put a dust on it because we don't want to create the bulk, right? And then we're going to put this one on the back like so, right? These will be flat pockets. So for these, all you have to do is, if you want to put a notch in it, you can, right? And then we're going to just glue them down. Easy peasy, quick and easy. So let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. And I am going to put a notch in these. And I'm using my 2-inch punch. You use whatever size you'd like. I just happen to like the wider punch, or the wider notches, personally. Put some glue on it, and then we are done with this pocket. We just going to attach it, right? Okay. It's going to go right here. Up to the score mark, or the fold, but not beyond it or on it. And then once I attach this down, like so, I am going to take the corners of the entrance, hold all 4 corners down like this, my thumbs and my index fingers, and then kind of push at the top a little bit to give it a little bit of space there. See what I'm doing here? I'm actually, let's see if I can show you guys. I'm pushing these corners together, and it's giving us a little bit. You guys see that? A little bit of space. Let me see if you guys can see that. That little bit of space right there. You see it right here? I'm just going to push these corners just a little bit. And that won't make our pocket so tight. Right? Okay, because there's just a little bit of room. Yeah? Alright, then we're going to do the same thing on the back panel here. Like this, like this. This is our back panel. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut out a notch here. Like that. And we're just going to attach it here. And that is it. Like I said, same exact process. Because we're just adding pockets this time. Now I will take the glue all the way to the edge because these are flat pockets. And I do that little entrance trick I was just showing you to give me a little room. Okay. So same deal here. We're going to go probably a little bit further away from the fold here because we're on the outside of that fold, right? And just set it down. So you see I'm a little bit further away from the actual fold here. About 1/8 of an inch. That way you don't got to worry about the pocket like kind of like rounding out and folding underneath. Right? It'll keep it nice and flat. Yeah? So again, we're just going to push it down here, and then I'm going to hold the corners like so. And I'm going to push these corners together to give me a little bit of a gap. Just ever so slightly. Hold it for a couple of seconds so your glue catches a little bit. I mean, it'll probably go back down, but you'll still have a little bit of a gap there. Yeah, okay. And then just go back over the edges here. And that is that for the pockets. So we open it up, right? And we'll have a pocket right here. So let me grab something that actually will fit in there. Here we go. So we'll have a pocket right here, yeah? And then close it up, flip it over, and there'll be a pocket right here. Now you can put as many pockets on this as you like, right? You could put one right there. I mean, on every panel if you want. You don't put multiple pockets. You want to cover the whole thing in pockets if you want to. Up to you. Put one on the front, tucks, whatever. Okay? Do whatever you guys like. So there is that with the pockets, right? So let's go ahead and finish this one up. I think we're going to do some stencil work on this one. We'll do a little bit quicker than we did our last one. I was going to do this one in botanical kind of like flavor, so let's see how far we get. Alright, I'm going to cut my corners up here first. Yeah, and then around my corners, or my ends rather. Alright, and then we're going to do our punch here think this time I'm just going to use eyelets for this time. Where's my punch? Here we go. Okay. Let's just find my center here. Alright, let's grab some eyelets here. Oh, I gotta grab my big bite. I forgot. Oh, excuse my reaching. My head's in the way. Okay, let me see if I can get this together. Alright, I think I got it. There we go. See if I get it tighter. It says it's not doing it very tight. I have to like really muscle it in there. My crocodile is a lot easier. Ugh. Okay, that'll work. Alright, let's keep going here. So that's the cover. This is the inside, and that should be sufficient. I don't want to just do the one eyelet in the front and then just do reinforcers. I think I will. I don't want to create more bulk than I have to. So what I'm going to do is leave the one eyelet there. I'm going to put a reinforcer here. And we're going to do it in black. I think. Let's see where these will fit on here. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm just trying out different reinforcers to see what'll fit. I think I should have put the reinforcer on first and I didn't, so now I'm trying to squeeze one on there. I don't think I can, so we're gonna have to skip that one on the front, but we'll put one in the back. On the inside rather. Yeah? Okay, let's glue this down real quick. Yep, I got these around one. Gosh darn it. Today out of order. Sorry, you guys, 1 second. Here we go. This will work, right? I hope. Yeah, that'll work. We can always go without it. But I think I really want to put one on there. Like that. Yeah. Okay. I like it better without it. It's okay. I put one there, and then I put one here around this back part of this eyelet here, and then one more. If I have one more cut. Yeah, there we go. One there, and then we'll put one on the back here. Yeah. Okay, so let's glue this down. Get this thing out of my face. Okay, here's that one. All right, and we'll do one on the back. Yeah, make sure we got the right side up. And I'll just place it down here like so. See that just a little bit. All right. And there we go. Yeah? All right. And there is our tag. Our base. All done. Okay. So next step is we're going to decorate here. And let's do real quick, I think we'll just do some inking on the edges, and then I've got these flowers here that we could use. I think it would be nice and pretty, I think. And like that on this side. I want to cut it or something. I want it to be like this. What else we got over here? We've got that. That's pretty. I want to use these darker ones versus the bright colored ones. So these came out of the Tim Holtz wallpaper collection, warm wallpaper. And these darker ones are from the Halloween version of that you can't get anymore. So if you see it, get it. My advice to you. Well, let's see, you can do this. Cut that part off. Let me cut this part off. Do that. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cut part of this off. Grab my handy dandy scissors here. I'm gonna use these Tim Holtz ones. And I'm just gonna cut around here. Like that. Just a little fussy cutting real quick. Okay. What else do I want to cut off? Anything else? Because I want it to be like this. So when I glue it on, I'll cut the edges, yeah? And flatten it out. Yeah. Okay. Let's do some inking first. I'm going to keep the scorched timber. I'm just going to hit these really fast. So, fast forward if you like. I know I've kept you here quite a while tonight. Okay, let's I'm just gonna hit the edges. I'm not gonna get all crazy and blendy like I did with the last one, just to save some time. Now I should have inked that pocket before I put it on, and I didn't. That's my bad. And I still can. I can just kind of bend this a little bit and hit it like so. I'm just gonna round it, blend it out a little bit, like that. No big whoop. Yeah? Okay, flip it over and do this back side. Alright, there we go. All done. Alright. I think that's good enough, yeah? For now? Okay. Put that away. I'll put this up here. And we're going to glue this down. I think I want to put some texture in the back, though. So let's grab what do we got here. Some grid. What do you guys think? I think I like some grid back there. Got my stamping paper here. And let's put some grid on it. Yeah? And we'll do it in black. Or should I do it in the light sand dune? Let me see what I think. So we've got sand dune, like this. And then I'd have the nocturne looking like this. Yeah? With the flower, where'd it go? Right now, here it is. Over it like that. I think the black is what I want. Yeah, I want the black. Okay, so I'm going to just tap it around a little bit. There we go. I think I like that. That'll work for me. Anyway, what do you guys think? Yeah. I don't want to completely cover it. I kind of like it. It's kind of broken up like that. That's what I wanted. Okay, let's see. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. All right, so what we're going to do, open this up here, and I'm going to glue this piece on. I'm going to ink it a little bit. Actually, I'm going to cut a lot of this off, so let's just wait. I'm going to put this here, like so. Yeah, okay. So actually, I'm going to glue just here in the middle, and then I will tap the ends down once I figure out which ends are going to stay in there. I know that part is staying. That's all staying. Alright, let's start with that. Okay. Like this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cut the rest of this off. Like this. Okay. Sorry, I got quiet there all of a sudden, didn't I? Okay, so we're going to cut this excess off here. Okay. And then we'll ink that to hide that white core, of course. I don't want to see that. Okay, and then we'll start inking a little bit like this. Just kind of moving the dauber in a circular motion to get into those creases. Yeah? Okay. Alright, I'm just going to do this around the edges here. Okay. I'm going to do the other edges here just to make it all balanced. Okay, so there we go. Do a little bit up here. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to take a blending brush here and blend some of this out. Just smooth out the lines a little bit. Okay, I'm happy with that. And we're just going to decorate the cover for now, I think, just to keep the video from getting too terribly long. I may change my mind in 5 minutes. You know, who knows? I just want to make these edges darker also. I want them to stand out more. Okay. There we go. I like that. Okay. What we're going to do next? I don't know. Let's see what else we got in here. I like this red here. So you could do something like this. I like that. If I punched a hole in this part, or just cut it. So I really like that actually a lot. So let me do this. I'm going to press down and see where the hole is. And then I'm going to punch a hole and see if I can get it through there. Take a pen, make that hole bigger. I don't think I'll be able to get it through there. Yeah, that tore it. That's okay, maybe that'll actually help me, maybe. We'll see. I do that. And just glue it back together. What do you guys think? So that would be it there. And then again, I would just cut out the excess there. I think I like that idea. I'm doing it. Doing it, totally doing it. Okay, so let me take this apart real quick. Carefully. Okay, I'm gonna glue all that back together. That's fine. And I'm just gonna glue all this here. And then I think that'll be enough right there. Probably have some seepage, that's okay. Okay, let me close this up a little bit. Do this part first. Do like that. Close it up. That'll work. Okay. There we go. Just smooth this out before I cut it. Alright. Actually, I might leave that. I kind of like that hanging off, that little bit hanging off. What do you guys think? I don't want to cut it. I kind of like that little bit hanging off, actually. I'm leaving it. Let's ink it. It's kind of a circular motion here. Okay, did I get all of it? I think everything's glued down. Let me get this little bit here. Okay. I think I like that. Like that. I don't know, I'm gonna change my mind. Because then when I look at it from the back, and then I see that piece sticking like that, I don't know if I like that. I can just darken it. Yeah, that's kind of bugging me a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, what else do you want to do on here? Let's put some, let's stamp something on there, yeah? Something like here. What have I got? Let's see, what do we have? What do we have? Let's see, what about... put a butterfly there or something like that, right? see, what could we put there? I don't know. I guess we could put, so I got some stuff here that we could put there. Let's try, let's see what we got here. I really kind of want to put a bug there, if I'm honest. Like, from here. Any of these fit. Spread your beautiful wings could go like right there. And then we could stamp. I've got a small butterfly. I think, or I should get better. Here we go. There's one. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do this little sentiment here. It says spread your beautiful wings, right? We'll do that. Okay, we'll do that in black. Okay, I'm gonna put that right. I think right in here in this blank space. There we go. I'll take that. Let's see if I got a rag here. And then we'll do, how does this go? Like this, there we go. That was upside down, duh. It goes right here. Okay. And how about the butterfly? We'll do that. In black. We'll do one here. One there. And then one right here. I think that's enough, don't you? I want to put one more on there. Maybe one kind of half on, half off. Right there. Like that. Yeah? I think that's enough. Alright, what else are we doing here? Anything? I want to put a cluster on there? Do I? Or a label or something. Like here. I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is, to be, if I'm honest. Let's do some speckling, maybe. Maybe that'll help me out here. And we'll do that in the sand dune again. Here. I don't want to do it in the coffee. I may have to do it in the coffee because of all the black. No, I think I like the subtleness of the sand dune here. I think let's do more of it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's put a label on it. We're gonna call this one done for now. We don't have time to do, I don't think, the entire thing. Unless you guys want to see me do the entire thing. You can always, if you don't want to, you can always stop the video here. Is that way? Well, it's already at 1:40, so let's stop. I mean, it's getting a little bit, well, it is long. I'm not gonna say a little bit, it's long. Okay, you guys, we are done with this. We're just gonna put some twine on it and be done. Yeah? So let's find our twine here. And just like the last one, we're just gonna tie a knot in the end. So it has room to actually open. So one end through. Yeah. And just even them up. I forgot to put label in there. And then about 1.5 inches from the ends, tie a knot. like so. Yeah. Oh, come on. Here we go. Push that down like this. And forgot to put our label on. Let's grab a label real quick. Label. Yeah, I think we'll grab an easy one. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll get lucky and find one on the top. Nope. Not a chance. Not a chance. Something like that, maybe? I thought that would be good enough. That would be good. It's close, but not really what I want there. I want it in brown if I have it. But smaller than that. Come on. There's got to be something in here I can use. Got so many darn labels. Journal? What do you think about that? I kind of like that, actually. Make one more last look in here and see what we've got. I think I'm good with that. Or this red one here. You see that one? Or this one? Ooh, I kind of like that one. It brings up the red over there. Red. Why not? Let's give it some color. Yeah? Okay, that's out. That one's winning right now. Out. Out. Ooh. This one. Okay, we're gonna cut the corners off. And we're going to distress the edges on this one this time. And then we'll ink it, and then we're going to call this one done. We're just going to do the front panel, like I said. So you guys can see the pockets, right? And like I said, it's the exact same as the one without pockets. We just added 2 pockets. The exact same measurements, exact same process. We're just adding a couple pockets, flat ones, to it. And I showed you that little trick of opening up the edges, or the entrance, rather. So again, we're just going to put a little bead down at the bottom here. Don't go past the halfway mark, okay? Because you don't want to seal your tag shut, right? Okay, just flatten this out so it's even on here. And we're just put this down here at the edge, like so. And then I'm going to take this out. Make sure we don't glue it shut. Alright, okay. And then I'm going to give this a nice crease again. So, there we go. Okay, I think that's good. And we'll just pop this in here. That's not straight. Let's see if I can get it straight before it dries all the way. There we go. That's better. And then we just pop that in there like that. Yeah? That's cute, actually. I kind of like that one. So there's our first one, and with the pockets. And here is our first one, our other one with pockets. Yeah? This one we actually stamped all the way through. Yeah? Closes like that. And then here is our second one with the pockets on the inside. They have one pocket here. Right there. And then we close it up. Flip it over, and there's a pocket, a deeper pocket right there. Alright? Okay, which one do you guys like better? The shipping tag? Shipping label? Or shipping, what do you call it? Shipping label, I guess? Or the butterfly flower one? I kind of like them both for different reasons, but I really like these. Alright, you guys, I hope you guys had fun, learned something, mass make these, go make some stuff. Don't forget, we have some free ephemera on our Ko-fi site, and that site, or that link is in our description below. We also link to our Etsy store, so we got some new stuff in there, so go check that out. And what else? If you're making any stuff or crafting along with us, my Instagram tag is also in the description below. I'll also put a list of supplies that I use on this video in the description below. If you are new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you get notified anytime I upload new content. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, that's cool too. Just don't be nasty about it. Let me know what you didn't like, and I'll see if I can rectify that. I'm always up for feedback on any of my videos, and also requests. So if there's something that you want to see that you haven't seen me do yet, or that you saw me do that you want me to, explain a little bit better, let me know in the comments below, or just leave me a comment. That's one of my favorite parts of the day is interacting with you guys and reading your comments. So I will see you guys tomorrow in Saturday series. Continue working on the lap book, the garden lap book. We're almost done, you guys. Almost there. It's taking forever, but we're almost done. And then I'll see you on Sunday series Sunday with the grungy folio that we're working on. All right. I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you soon. I love you. Bye.